I don't know if like Hong understands this is America. People could say what the fuck they want in America. If he has a problem with freedom of speech, you can go back to China.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly. Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Right now.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Right.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
What's the point in causing any trouble with each other?
Lab After Dark starts now.
What's up? How's it going? Welcome to Lab After Dark. It's good to see you guys. Great to be here. Welcome. Anything interesting happened today? I didn't catch much. I didn't get to catch too much anything when that was going on. I was live for a little bit earlier today. It was pretty short. It was like a 30-minute live. Yeah. I didn't get to see everything, but I'm fine with that. Another day. Yes. Cat Randall says hi. Hi, Cat Randall. How are you? Really? You missed the whole thing? There was I don't know what happened either. Nothing. I mean, it was just kind of another day in my world. I thought, I'll give you my thoughts on it. Other than, some self-righteous bullshit that was going on. And that's what it is. It's just like self-righteous. This person could do this, but this person can't do that. First of all, I mean, this is what it is. People that attempt to bully people the way that they do need to be stood up to. That's it. People that try to intimidate, bully, enforce their will, send out dog whistles, all that stuff. All that, all of that kind of stuff. And they need to, bullies can get checked too. Nobody has to take your shit. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Not too recent or not too long ago, I said specifically even on this show, I was done taking people's shit. If people want to say stupid stuff, then they can say stupid stuff. But that doesn't mean that it goes, if there's nobody there to rebut them, people are just going to believe everything that one side says. And that's just not how it works. And I have talked to Seth. Yes, he's in here. I mean, exactly. I have. I don't know. I mean, it's a dog pile. It's a dog pile. Easy to jump on that bandwagon. And he knew that he would get support by doing it from the 3 or 4 people that, make up the whatever it is. People they try to intimidate. And it's funny. People go, "Oh, I hope Seth," or excuse me, I hope Chris and Katie sue. They're not suing anybody, you guys. So just stop saying that. They're not going to sue anybody. Think they're going to sue somebody? Right. Of course not. Why would they do that? That would be bad. That would be a bad idea. And I find it just funny that, some of the messages that I would receive, that I have received, and I just turn the comments off on that, and that pisses people off really bad when you turn comments off. What did you miss? I mean, I could play it again. I don't know. I don't know if I could. Let's see here. The only person that doesn't play my content is me. So. Great. We're glitching out again. So this is going to be fun. Son of a bitch.
Jez donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Thank you, Josh Forrest, standing up for what's right.
Well, I appreciate that. Why are my frames skipping again? It's just like the worst. Hold on, let me get past this. Hold on. Trying to work through this whatever we got going on here. I don't know, Jeremy, do we? I don't know. It's like, what? Do we? Everybody saw it. Obviously, everybody didn't see it. I don't know. Everybody saw it. Do we need to? I don't know. Do we? Hold on. This. I got to get caught. This has got to catch up. Give me a second here. This is so annoying. Hold on. Just major struggling. All right. There we go. So that did it. And that did it. Both of them blew up. Okay. I don't know if it's working or not. I don't know. So here's the thing. I don't understand how I get there are people that don't like that language. I can completely understand that. You don't have to listen. Okay. But I mean, I don't know what kind of pressure you've ever faced in your life. I only know what I've dealt with in mine, and I've never had to deal with somebody quite like Chris Proudfoot. It's okay for him. It's okay for him to get upset and blow off some steam, as he calls it. Wonder what blowing off steam in real life looks like. Transform that into something where nobody's watching. You know, you think about that all day. So, you know, I mean, people get mad about it. I don't care. Is it any better now? That language was a father's loss, frustration, anger, helplessness coming out. Get over it. Yeah, look, I get it. I've gotten messages. Why would you let him do that on your show? What, you know, and I'm going, huh? Let him? No, it wasn't my idea, but I absolutely encouraged it. I encourage people to stand up for themselves. I encourage people not to get ran over. Oh, so sorry that people sometimes want to retort when people are throwing just the absolute just shit at them. I mean, I think that it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to stand up for yourself. I think it's a good thing for you to say how you feel. I mean, if it's okay for Chris, then it's okay for other people, right? No, it's not. How could you let him do that? Do what? Get pissed off? And I knew what would happen. I knew that people would be upset. And I knew that some people would not, some people would appreciate it. And ultimately the decision to do it on my show was mine. Nobody forced me, tricked me, anything. None. If you didn't think I knew it was coming, I mean, you're wrong. And I supported it, and I still support it tonight, and I'll support it tomorrow. I think that Chris Proudfoot is a mean person. I don't think he's a good guy. I think that he has done a lot of things in his life that have been cleaned up by other people. I've spoken to him, especially when this case started. I mean, I was getting inboxed all the time. Oh, I worked with the guy's sister. You know, I mean, you should hear some of these stories. You know, one thing that none of it makes sense to me from the standpoint that, just the other day I heard Chris Proudfoot say that in no way, shape, or form, in no way, shape, or form does he believe that Seth is responsible for the disappearance of Sebastian. I got to tell you that if Chris and Katie don't know what happened to Sebastian, and they have such a contentious relationship behind the scenes, I would be like, I have no idea it's possible. They can't point the finger. They're not pointing the finger. They're not pointing the finger because they can't. Chris is pissed. He doesn't like the boards. He thinks it's a little stunt, whatever he thinks. Who cares what he thinks? Who cares what they think? I did it because I wanted to. That's all.
Yeah, that's why I won't show them Jujubee. I'm not going to put them billboards up. I'm just not. I think it's whatever.
Hell, go to TikTok. Half of y'all got the damn things. Go to TikTok and look them up.
Well, I showed them yesterday and didn't realize what all they said. I didn't know that there was things on them, so I apologize, and I'll take it down if you want me to.
Oh, I mean, it's like this. They're not hurting me.
Okay.
They're really not.
It's just a pathetic attempt at a smear campaign. That's all it is.
And then they see these same people. They go, "Oh, you're an ass kisser. You're this. You're that, dude." I mean, have we forgotten? Have we forgotten what Nina said? Have we forgotten five marriages, people? 5? You act like that's normal. It's not. It's not normal. It's not normal.
Well, they're just trying to go after Katie. And I got news for you motherfuckers out there. Every fucking one of you.
By the way, nobody mentioned Katie today, so.
You're not getting to her. So get the fuck over it. As a husband, my job is to protect my family. If you don't like it, you're not. Go fucking suck start a shotgun, okay?
Suck start a shotgun. I mean, I don't care what he does. Does anybody else care? I don't care what he does. Do whatever he wants. I'm not going to suck start a shotgun. I've never heard that before either. Has anybody ever heard that one? I've never heard somebody say that. Suck start a shotgun. Oh, that's okay. That's okay for Chris. Oh my God, he's just upset. He's just upset, guys. He's just blowing off some steam. He goes suck start a shotgun. I didn't know you could. I mean, I don't think that's possible. Suck start a shotgun. What the hell does that mean? Never heard such a thing. Yeah, I know what it means. It's stupid. But yes, I do. I get what it means.
Purple Dragon Chill donated 20 Canadian dollars through Super Chat. Chris has stayed quiet for 14 months. They get berated, mocked, bullied. Y'all have sentenced him before he's even been charged. My life. I'm autistic, mom of a nonverbal autistic. I live war. You don't know the damage you are doing.
First of all, he hasn't stayed quiet for 14 months. I haven't sentenced him to anything, but he hasn't stayed quiet. This isn't his first meltdown. You know, I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the super chat, but I mean, what do you mean? What damage did I do today? What damage? What damage did Seth do today? Chris has no part in the damage that was done, but he hasn't stayed quiet. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that he's not this like innocent soul. You know, he's not. I wish you know, none of this would have happened today if Chris hadn't been ranting and raving. So are we counting meltdowns? Is that what you're talking about? Chris has had more meltdowns than Seth. It's just, you know, I don't know. Just here. I'm not really sure that I don't get it. It's beyond, it's just not logical to me to think this way. Like, am I missing something here? Because I don't think that I am. And if I am, I hope that I catch what I'm missing. Because Seth responding to somebody who is trying to mock and intimidate or whatever it is that he's trying to do. I don't get it. And people sit there and go, well, he's just blowing off steam. That's not blowing off steam to me. Does anybody remember the recorded tape that was released? Hold on. I don't know if you guys remember this or not. Where's Purple Dragon? I want you to hang out for a second. Just hang out for a second. I'll help you. Help you out. Which one? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Which one?
Kitty's passed. Said she has it, but she wasn't going to release it. It caused a fucking store. Now everybody went out there and got it and released it.
Oh, she said Katie's mom's name?
She didn't say the name. She just insinuated she had the information.
I mean, we do have the information, but...
Yeah, and let me tell you what the it started. Now all that information is out in the fucking open. And somebody better fucking explain to me very god quickly. Preferably her.
I had, yeah.
That had any god thing to
no idea.
Yeah, because I'm gonna
because I don't know what was said.
Better find a way to stop it.
Where's it at?
Nothing. It's everywhere, all over the fucking internet. That people have released on these stupid ass shows and all these fucking Facebook things.
Okay.
It was never out there until that bitch opened her fucking mouth.
Okay. Well, I haven't been looking at it today or really yesterday, so I don't know what's out there.
By the way, I didn't hear Seth calling any woman a bitch or anything like that today. I didn't hear that. I did hear that Chris likes to mention women as bitches. He's a big fan of that, I think.
I'm telling you, I'm being very polite as I can possibly be to her.
Mm-hmm.
If she don't find a fucking way to fix it, I promise her I am not going to be so goddamn pleasant when I see her.
Okay.
And I will bring the fucking cops with me.
All right. Well, I'll talk to her.
I mean, how she takes that. I don't care how she takes it. I really don't give a goddamn what I have to fucking do. But I can promise you, there's a difference in helping find Sebastian and just being a
Purple Dragon says, wow, that's poorly edited. I'm the one that edited this. Okay. And I have it in its full context as well. I actually just took out the swear words. Wasn't sliced up together and putting people's voices out of context. This is not true. Now you're just saying stuff. It's not true. I'm the one that edited this. In its original form, I didn't change a thing about it other than I took out the cuss words. That was it. That's the only thing that has been changed on this. This is a conversation, a standalone conversation.
Stupid.
Okay, well let me ask you something just for a second. Like, are you sure it was her and not like one of these sleuthers or something? Because other people
her on the show. Okay. It is her.
Okay, because there's other people that are digging.
Or Sleuths, whatever that woman's name is.
Web Sleuths.
Yeah, whatever. It was on that fucking show.
But I don't see. I can't.
Didn't Chris have a meltdown on her show too?
Can't see Chloe just giving out that information though.
She did. You're missing my.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fine with me.
Statement.
Okay.
I didn't say she gave the information out. I said she made a statement that she had it and wouldn't fucking release it. That right there was a trigger to start this fucking storm. When she shouldn't have opened her fucking mouth in the beginning. I don't know what kind of fucking PI or whatever the fuck she thinks she is or how she does this. But if she needs a fucking education and schooling on being a PI, I guarantee you I'll find somebody who is truly a PI and let them school the fuck out of this woman.
All right, well, let me try to figure it out because I know neither her or I have given out any of Katie's information.
It's not giving it out.
Yeah.
All you have to do is start one sentence. I have the information. I'm not going to release it. She started a storm.
Actually-
She better figure out how to fix it.
You know, something else I'll tell you, there was a woman that reached out to me that before I had ever even, you know, before I ever knew anything about Katie's family or past or whatever, there was like this random woman, like Sleuther, that reached out to me with like some of Katie's family's names and whatever. Like, I will say that she was wrong about, she was talking about Penny Payne, and she thought there's a Penny Payne that runs like some sort of
Penny Irene Payne or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some medical place or something.
Yeah, it was the wrong Penny Payne, but she had the right names.
She has the right names. Just like
Just the wrong people.
Katie Lynn Payne,
Yeah.
who supposedly murdered a 4-year-old.
Right, exactly. And that's the problem with a lot of the sleuthers, is that they get a name and then they find somebody with that name and they run with it.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot.
The worst part, and that's fine. That's understandable. Personally, I think everybody fucking starts looking for shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was funny too. I got a message earlier. Somebody said, the hate channels are going to have a field day with you. You think I give one shit what their stupid asses think of me at all?
Worth of fucking bacteria of the foam that forms on the fucking worst form of bacteria on Earth. That's what I truly feel.
Yeah, and I feel you. I hear you. I can feel it through the phone.
Oh, trust me. Chloe's lucky I'm not standing in fucking front of her.
She's lucky that I'm not standing in front of her.
Like I said, I will bring the fucking cops when I see her.
Okay.
So he crosses a line, and then he like takes a step back, you know, like, whoa, wow.
Okay, well.
And it was more my protection than hers. Because right now, you can inform her. She fucking calls me, says my fucking name, anything of that fucking nature involving Katie or me or anybody else, I'm going to slap out of her with the same fucking thing I told you. I'll cease and desist letter and then let her open her fucking mouth one more time. And then I've got her dead to fucking rights.
I think that's
I'm trying to be as civil as possible.
This is as simple as possible.
That's the only interview she's even done. I don't think she's.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't
don't
think
care.
she's done
She's not
anything.
my PI. She's not. Still fucking mean a god thing to me. If she was on fire, I wouldn't piss on her to put her out.
Well, I mean, it's not like I said Katie. It's not like Chloe, because she's very private. Like, I'm more public than she is. I mean, you know that.
I promise you, go back and watch that fucking video. Go watch that fucking interview.
I mean, I was watching it. I know what she said, but
She ain't fucking careful. She's fucking sloppy.
all right. Well, let me talk to her. I don't even know. Actually, I do know.
I ain't trying to be a dick to her, but if she ain't got the fucking.
You know what I heard? One of the things that I heard that I think that will probably get lost in all of this is I heard him on, I don't know, I can't remember whose panel it was. It was probably Queen. It was either Queen or Clues. I'm not sure which ones. But somebody was like, you got to deal with this all the time, Chris. And we can turn it off whenever we want, and and just go on about our lives and all this stuff. And they're like, you have to deal with this all the time. And he goes, no, we can turn it off. We can turn it off too. We just don't go on the internet. And you're like, I don't think that was the reaction that they were going for. And they're like, no, you have to actually live. He's like, oh yeah, we have to. Yeah, totally. I was like, he didn't understand. He was totally missed the mark on that one. Oh no, what are you talking about? We can turn this off too. We just turned the internet off.
Audacity to give me a working fucking phone number. She better not.
Purple Dragon says, I stick to what the police, not what people say. Clearly, you're not a parent. I'm a parent of 2 grown boys. I raised them largely alone, and they're 2 very productive members of society, and I'm very, very proud of them. And I don't care what you say. I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me. So, I mean, clearly you're not a parent. Oh no, I am a parent.
Reach out to me. And that Google ain't a fucking true number.
That's the same number that Seth has, though. I will tell you that.
Yeah, I'm not Seth. I have the balls and the fucking spine to call people out on
Just don't take it personal, because she doesn't give her personal phone number out to anybody. I mean, like, only, you know, like, I had it from like a previous case that we worked together, but she's very private about her personal information. So
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what to say. I feel bad. Like, I know Chloe, and I know that she's not, you know, that's not her style. But I mean, I get it.
Maybe her head's so fucking twisted because she's too emotionally involved or personal involvement with Seth. I don't fucking know. And I'm not saying a relationship.
Did anybody catch that though? When I don't know who was saying it, was probably, I don't know, Slowina or somebody was saying that, oh, Chris, you know, we can turn this off, but you can't. He's like, yeah, I can. Did anybody else hear that, or was that just me?
Yeah.
But as soon as I heard it, I was like, what the hell is this guy's problem?
No.
Didn't say that.
No,
but
yeah.
whatever the fuck it is, she better God can figure it out and redial herself the fuck back in.
Yeah. I mean, I know, like, and I think I told you this before, like, she's more focused on the search side of things, you know. That's been
And
her
why the
focus.
fuck is this on fucking on these goddamn interviews?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the one that I know of. But I mean, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know. I mean, I have to try to defend her a little bit, because I mean, I know that she's not a person that, like, shares personal information or private information.
She didn't have to. She insinuated she had the information. She wasn't going to release it. She started a fucking fire storm.
What was the purpose of making that statement, knowing full good and well that the
Trust me.
Yeah.
we're going to dig
Seth can have his fucking PIs. I don't need PIs.
See, and actually,
I get the
as
whole
we're
goddamn world
speaking,
that sends me all this shit for no fucking reason.
as we're speaking, I just got a message from a web sleuther that I don't even know. I don't even know their name. They go under a pseudonym, and they're sending me a picture of Katie's mom, and I don't know how they found that out. Like, I didn't tell. They're telling me.
Anyway, this is on my channel on the lab. You can check that out. I don't want to listen to any more of it. Let me see here. Yeah, it's kind of like.
All these fucking creators out here just want to play these fucking bullshit games and go after fucking children. Why?
Oh,
Then you want to go after victims. Why? Are your lives that fucking pathetic? You get up every morning and you can't put your pants on one leg at a time.
You know that you're talking to people that are doing that. You're on their show. These are the people that you're talking to. I don't understand how he doesn't understand.
And go out and do a productive job, a 9 to 5. You're probably part of society that sits on fucking welfare. Oh, that wouldn't be that. You couldn't stop it. It'd be going off all the time.
Yeah, that's why I won't show them Jujubee. I'm not going to put them billboards up.
I'm not going to put the billboards up.
I'm just not.
Sorry, Chris. I'm not going to put the billboards up.
I think it's whatever.
Hell, go to TikTok. Half of y'all got the damn things. Go to TikTok and look them up.
Well, I showed them yesterday and didn't realize what all they said.
I showed them everything yesterday. What they said, Chris. I love you.
Didn't know.
Thank you for coming on my show.
That there was things on him, so
I didn't think that you were true crime queen. I thought that you weren't true crime. You're just gossip. That's what you are. You just cling on to whatever you can, like a bacteria. And you just slowly engulf it with your weirdos. And I mean, you really are a weirdo. You won't even show your face. You won't even show your face. And B. Tim, you won't show your face either. God knows what that thing looks like.
I apologize, and I'll take it down if you want me to.
Oh, I mean, it's like this. They're not hurting me. They're really not.
It's just a pathetic attempt at a smear campaign. That's all it is.
Well,
that's her sexy voice right there.
They're just trying.
Look, listen.
It's just a pathetic.
It's just a pathetic smear campaign. That's it.
Pathetic attempt at a smear campaign.
It's just a pathetic attempt at a smear campaign, Chris.
That's all it is.
Well, they're just trying to go after Katie. And I got news for you motherfuckers out there. Every fucking one of you. You're not getting
calm down, Chris.
To her. So get the fuck over it. As a husband, my job is to protect my family. If you don't like it, you're not. Go fucking start a shotgun, okay? Enough is enough with you motherfuckers. Well, like I said, I'm going to break my little grace thing for a little bit.
He's going to break his grace thing. Which one is that? Is that when he's got a grace thing?
So no, I'm not going to bash the shit out of him, but I am going to put this out there for him to hear. For Seth R. Rogers and your little Billboard and your little crew and all your fucking at-night little minions and whatever the fuck y'all want to call TikTok Tony or Little Dick Tony or whatever the fuck y'all want to call the guy. I don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
But I'm going to put this out there, Seth. And what you forgot was your parenting plan, still a legal document. And in that parenting plan, it says you cannot talk negatively about the other parent and vice versa.
But it's a legal document. So does that mean he's going to go to jail for it? I don't think so.
But you seem to do it anyways. So keep it up. You're just building evidence for a court hearing.
But it was okay for you to hire a PI to do it for you. I mean, he was your employee, correct? So that was okay for that. The reason you don't have that guy anymore to do that because, well, who knows what happened. I'm shocked it didn't work out between you guys.
Take the fucking billboards down and stop the bullshit.
Oh,
I agree with that.
We got.
And I know your parenting plan because I wrote the motherfucker myself. So yeah, the internet can break the fuck today because I'm over it.
I mean, he has a very inflated self-importance. I mean, self-inflated ego, like break the internet. It's not going to break the internet.
We got one billboard down.
Who does he think he is? Will Smith slapping Chris Rock? I mean, that's not what that is.
We're working on getting a couple other ones down. And
don't worry, Chris, we're doing whatever we can for you.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Nina's a liar.
What they did, so.
Well, if you notice, that night keeps their little bitch asses in Pennsylvania.
Well, that's where they live.
Because you know Nick can't leave Delaware County, being on parole.
Oh my God.
That's where they live.
And Hong?
Dude. All right. Now, I think he takes a page out of B. Tim's playbook here. And B. Tim, you know, he sits there and he goes, can you believe that Josh just sat there and let him do that? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? You slithery little bitch. Like, listen.
I don't know if Hong understands this is America. People could say what the fuck they want in America. If he has a problem with freedom of speech, you can go back to China.
All right, so here we go.
Dude, you're so goddamn wide. We know you can only travel between the hours of 6 a.m. and fucking 7 p.m. during daylight hours. We all know heavy hauls and wide loads can only operate during certain hours. So figure out how to roll your ass the fuck down here and come find me.
I have a feeling that's someone who's not going to show up either. Just saying.
Oh no, because his little bitch ass is dodging being served another legal document from the state of California. What's wrong, Hong? You chicken shit to go to fucking court? Because you know your little bitch ass attorney Lesniak's gonna fucking save you. Because he's probably too goddamn worried about his own fucking license right now.
Oh my God.
I see some of y'all asking what the billboards say. It ain't nothing worth fucking advertising because they're...
Oh, really? So Sebastian's name and face on there means nothing? I wouldn't give a shit if it said Josh is a loser prick. Have you seen Sebastian Rogers? I wouldn't care at all. If that's my son...
Quite honestly, imagine where they came from and you can pretty much figure that they're fucking vile. All right, that's as nice as I can be about it.
Get back in the coal mine.
I agree with that, FSU girl. That's why Seth signed a 2-year contract for Sebastian to turn 18.
Hey, look, whatever Seth does on that deal, that's his own fucking problem. That ain't mine.
No, but Sebastian be missing. I don't know. I really, Kelsey, I'm really not sure.
You know, Ronnie's been out there just
that,
needling people.
I wish I knew. I don't know why. He just is. Let me see here. I don't even know what that means. Let me see. They only say what Katie herself said, and they have a problem with it. Say it ain't so. Of course they have a problem with it. Too much awareness. Don't bring awareness. Nobody bring awareness to the case.
He's in a 3 fucking condom with a 20.
He's like, guy is nuts, dude. He really is. Yeah, I could show the billboards. Hold on. I think I tweeted one out. Damn, that is what a horrible, horrible thing to put out there. It's like, take the billboards down. Why? Why would anybody want to do that? Why should anybody take those down? For what? For what? That a big deal? Who took me? Somebody did. Somebody did. I mean, somebody did something, didn't they? Seems like it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Shouldn't it be TBI? I don't know. Should it? I mean, what do you think that? Do you think that the tip isn't going to go to TBI? Is that what you think? You think that they're just going to hold it back? I don't know. I mean, I don't have any more of them that I saw. Oh, what's this?
Deal in Pennsylvania. Can't even talk to a fucking attorney. He won't even call her back. Like, what fucking person has an attorney you can't talk to, you can't get a phone call back from? You're fucking retarded.
Dog isn't doing anything for the case, so I have him on there. So you're worried about Dog being on there, Emily, but you don't care that Sebastian's face is up there with his name to promote that he's lost. You have a problem with Dog being on there. Okay. So other than that, what other problem do you have? What is the problem? Oh, it shouldn't be up there because it says Chris's, or because it doesn't say TBI. Well, luckily nobody asked you, Emily. That's the best part about it. No one cares what your problem is. Bye. That's your okay. Once again, that's your big problem. Who else has them playing at stadiums? Who else has those billboards? Okay. Even if you didn't, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? You know. Well, Emily has a problem with everything. She has a problem with it all. I have a problem with everything. No one cares. I don't care. Go watch a show where somebody actually cares about your problem. Whatever problem it is. Nah, you can block Emily. I don't care. I don't even know who she is. I've never seen her before. I think she just came over here to spread her filth. Hey, Jude coming in with, what's the big deal, Emily Pickles? I like that. Hold on. I'll see if I can find more of the Billboard situation here. Hold on. Dog's name shouldn't be on there. Well, that'll tell you everything you need to know about her. Nonsense, who's not a true crime creator either, but supports racists and bigots and cares about her. Miss Sugar, how's that your business? Did you find Sebastian? Do you have some information that's pertinent? So then they'll talk to you about the money. I mean, what do you care? Is it your money that you're putting up just because you don't believe it's there? Well, whatever. It's not your problem. I mean, how is it your problem? I want to know where he's getting the money from right now. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think it, you just have a problem with the Billboard. Okay. It's not your money. So what does it matter? I want to know where he's getting it from. I don't know. Where do you get yours from? Nonsense hates everybody, but like I said, it's fine. I don't think it's fine. You're welcome to be here. I don't really care that everybody's got such a problem with the billboards.
Sharon Marlowe donated $5 through Super Chat. The only person who should care about what the billboards say is the guilty parties who have Sebastian.
Correct. I agree with that. Yeah, Doge. We're gonna go into Fort Knox and we're gonna check out all that good stuff. And I agree with you. Sharon. The only person who should care about what the billboards say is the guilty parties who have Sebastian. I told this story the other night about I think it was Jurassic Park 3, about how the dad of the boy who was missing in the wilderness told the dinosaur experts that he was going to give them $1 million a piece to help find his son. He didn't have the $1 million at the time, nor did he in the future. I don't know if he ever planned on having that money or not, but he was so desperate that he just lied, you know. I wouldn't care. I mean, who wouldn't, and I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm just saying.
MSVEE donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Thank you for standing on the right side. Fair skin.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. But you know, who wouldn't? I never have either. I've never seen that. I mean, I'm not going to say what it is, or hold on. I think that bring these up really quick. So here, I'll play this video for you. Yeah, everybody's mad about everything these days. It's really strange. That'll be funny.
Just another human donated $7.99 through Super Chat. Sounds like someone's ruffles have been feathered.
What's the point in causing any ruffles to be feathered?
And just another human, thank you. Okay, so let's see what the big deal is here. Can I move myself? I've never seen a missing billboard that didn't include the words missing. What is this? Doesn't it say right here, missing teen? It says missing right there. Who said I work for at night? Pretty sure. I don't know. I mean, are we getting to this now? Nitpicking. Who took me? Missing teen. Okay. It says lab at night. Who took me? Okay. All right.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I'm trying to see here. Okay, wait, hold on. Who took me? Who took me? Phillies suck, by the way. I think there's just I don't know. There's I don't really like the music, but that's just one. Others are completely inappropriate. What do you mean the others are completely inappropriate? Let's see. You're saying the one that says still laughing? Is that what it is? Seriously, if you don't like it here, if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to be here. I mean, you don't have to be a contrarian. There are plenty of other channels that support that bullshit, and you're welcome to join those ones. I don't know why people feel the need to impose their will elsewhere. Okay. I mean, nobody. What do you want me to do? Say, you know what? You're right. I don't feel the way that I feel anymore. Because that's just not gonna. Yeah, of course, that's all it is. The Reds and Braves are coming to Bristol Motor Speedway to play. Really? That's crazy. I didn't know about that. Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand. They want to impose their will. Like, you guys should think the way, you know what? Some people just have a problem with, certain things, and some people don't. Well, who cares? The most well-known Shakespearean quote from Hamlet should be, "Methinks Chris doth protest too much." Are you really going to be there? Sick. That's so good. Seth asked to send the video you just played. All right, I'll have to do it when I'm done here, but I will. It's not a problem. Not a problem. It says Emmy's going to grab it for you. Too funny.
All this, right?
I just don't understand why. I really don't. I don't get it. But, everybody's allowed to be upset. Everybody's allowed to. Oh, that's going to be awesome. What are the Braves? What's their record? I haven't seen it. Are they getting better? I hope they're getting better. But I want to say again, Muscles, and I want to say Justin, Mr. and Mrs. E. Let's see who else. Samantha. Appreciate you guys. It's baseball in Bristol. I know that like anybody cares that they're mad. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? Does that actually bother people that people on the internet are mad at them? That they're saying stupid stuff, that they get their panties, as long as, if you don't think exactly like them, then you're an idiot. If you don't toe the line that they want you to toe, then, you're the enemy. Well, first of all, I'm not anybody's enemy. I could care less about, what anybody thinks. Sometimes just knowing is enough. Sometimes just knowing is enough. I mean, and to me, I know how I feel, and I wish I didn't feel the way that I felt sometimes. but I can't help the way that I feel. Okay? And I feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. No, I said Kelsey. And I said it at the beginning of the live. And Shayna. And I mean, you guys, I like I said, I truly, truly appreciate it. Now, this whole thing where he takes aim at Brittany is a whole nother train track. I mean, he's doing that because Brittany's the target that they've chosen to go after over and over and over, whether you like her or not. I don't care. I really don't. Because the only reason he did that is because he knew that he would have the support of Queen, Clue, Granny. Beat him. That's why. That is, but nobody has a problem with that. Nobody. Call her a dumb bitch. Call her retarded. He's allowed to do all this. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay. Kelsey just likes to complain sometimes. It's all right. She can't help it. You know. Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what does Brittany do any different than anybody else? I truly don't get it. I don't understand. They just, and like I said, I know why Chris did it because she was an easy target. Right? We all know that. Chris saying, what did he say? Chris said, oh, well, I'm tired of hearing her voice. Then turn it off, dude. Turn it off. She doesn't do anything different than anybody else. They like to go after her. They like to pick on her. They like to dogpile on her. Jay likes to do it too. She joins in, and it makes them feel good about themselves, I guess. I don't know what it does. Doesn't do anything. It's crazy. They think that it makes them feel good. They're in like a fraternity. Yeah, I heard Chappelle say this one time, that, you know, when people want to get offended about stuff, it's like going into a bathroom that you know stinks. If you think that bathroom, if the bathroom smells to you and you still go in there, it's your problem. I mean, he didn't say it exactly like that, but I agree. Let me go see if it smells like shit in here to me. Oh my God, it smells in here like shit. I can't believe it. I never would have guessed. It's like, well, you're the one searching for it. You found it. That what you wanted? I've never heard anything that I didn't want to hear. I mean, I could plug my ears. I could turn it off. I don't care. Dang, they're getting better. They were 0-9. I have no idea. Property tax?
Not that Queen Bee donated $19.99 through Super Chat. There are angelists that walk amongst us here on Earth, and tonight, Josh, you got your wings and halo because of the kindness you extended to Seth. Sparkling heart.
Seth, and I appreciate you saying that. The reason that I'm not going to pull the curtain back too much, but the reason that I felt compelled to help and be a part of it. And once again, this is not even a case that I cover every day. at all. Almost never anymore. But sometimes Seth and I have conversations, and they always end the same exact way. Always. And you know what it is? I just want to find my son and be done with this shit. It's said in every conversation that we've had. Every single conversation we've ever had. Every single one. Every single one. And I mean, if that is such a problem, of course you do. Of course. Seth he's not allowed to be angry. He said he looked you up, Brittany. Of course. Well, you're a woman. That's what I'm saying. Did Chris show up at your house, by the way, Seth? I was just wondering. Probably not, because you're not a kid or a woman. I mean, everybody ignores all the shit that like his ex-wife had to say about him. Can you imagine if Seth had an ex-wife like Nina? Can you imagine that? You imagine the shit that they would say? You imagine? I couldn't either. I mean, the guy legitimately was reported last summer for hitting a child. Oh, God forbid. Oh, it's not 5 CPS reports. It's only 2 with like 7 different attachments. I've read them all. No, you haven't. You have not read them all. They just run their mouth. They did the same thing in the Summer Wells case. They stood up for Dawn when Dawn was clearly a defective individual, stealing panties and beating on women. And they look right past it. And they go, he's got a missing daughter. Yeah, 2 things can be true. The guy admitted to some of the most horrific stuff. And people still wanted to go, well, that was the past. That was the past. You know, and they'll say things, about whatever they can. I've just figured, all right, put yourself. I know that's just one of his ex-wives. I know. I
was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, somebody said that she had a punchable face. Crazy. That Nina had a punchable face. Yeah, 1 report is a lot, I'll tell you. But, you know, 1 could be an outlier. You know, honestly, it really could. 1 could be an outlier. It's not great, but, you know, sometimes there are situations that are mistaken. And then sometimes when it's a habit, when it's repeated, look, Chris didn't just have a CPS report filed against him with Sebastian. He's also had it with his other child. This isn't the first time, but everybody ignores that. Not everybody here. I mean, I don't ignore it because I think that it's absolutely, I think it's absolutely, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but yeah, it is a pattern. It's psychotic. It's, none of this is new. Like, none of this is new this isn't new with Chris. This is who Chris is. I'm not accusing Chris of anything because the one thing that I am accusing him of is being a lunatic, but I don't know what he's done in the case of his missing stepson. I just don't know. But I do find it weird that he has problems with the billboards. But okay, he doesn't like some of the verbiage. All right. Fine. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Hey Jude wants to know, does he really wear panties on his motorcycle? I don't know. I don't know if he does or not. But I've had conversations with Chris, and not all of them, wouldn't say that they're contentious, but I mean, he definitely will try to manipulate the conversation, and he'll say, the information that you have isn't accurate. That's not exactly what happened. It's being twisted around. Everything's twisted. Nothing's exactly like it, like people say, I mean, I've told the story before. The lady that contacted me about, she worked at a supermarket, and Chris's sister worked there, and those two kind of had a spat at work, where Chris actually had to be forcibly removed from the store because his sister came down there, was threatening the woman, telling her that he was going to wait for her outside, and that he was going to slash her tires and stuff like that. And ultimately she ended up leaving the job because of it. And, but once again, if you listened to today, what Seth had to say, Katie wasn't mentioned one time, not once. I don't know if anybody noticed that. I did. It was a rebuttal to what he said. Had nothing to do with Katie. And let me see here. Does he? God, I hope not. And Cat sees you said gifted 10 Lab After Dark memberships. I appreciate you, Cat. Thank you. Not once. Not once. He didn't say a word about Katie. So that was more of a direct line to him, But the reason that I chose to be a part of it was because I think that Chris I think he's a bully. I think that he thinks that he can just say whatever he wants, and then that nobody's going to rebut. you know? Sometimes people have the right to do that. People have the right to do it. And I get it. I get that there are people that get upset about the language or whatever. And look, you know, not everybody talks like they're from, you know, Little House on the Prairie or the Waltons. I can understand people being mad about that or upset about it. I get it. I totally understand that. The message is still the same. You can cut out all the other swear words or whatever it is that you want. I mean, that's what he does. You know, I saw the other day where Chris went up on a panel where it was Julie, I think was her name. Because he doesn't like her either. You know, whatever. I don't care about that. But he went up there and the lady dropped down, and you know, I'm sure that he went up there to impose his will and tell people or kind of intimidate, because I think he thinks that he's an intimidating person. And to some people he might be. But I mean, he just, like, he's not really, he doesn't, I mean, I don't know. I'm not worried about him. Yeah. Remember that one time you let her on panel? Didn't let her on panel. She called in. Yeah. And then he knew he had all these, like, he had like the support. He knew that he was like well insulated. She just drops off. She's like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm sure he was pissed about that. It's just like always like, I want to. Kelsey's had a big day. I think she's tired. What up, Cinderella? Merge. When the gloves come up. I thought he did too. I mean, that's what I felt like. They got court tomorrow, huh? That's kind of what I think. I mean, I don't get it. You need to have broader shoulders. You have such broad shoulders, Chris. Chris, you have such incredibly broad shoulders. Right. That's so funny. Your shoulders are so incredibly big. Oh, my goodness. I bet you could carry a refrigerator on that back. All the fangirling. Oh, Chris. How portly do you look today? Chris calling other people fat. You're taking a page right out of Clue's book. Oh, Clue. Huh, Clue. I'm not gonna put those up. I'm just not gonna do it. When in doubt, call someone fat. All right. Yeah, portly. I did, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. Just look real close. I don't want. What am I looking at? Give me a follow-up. I put up with a man like that, him for 13 years. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, Mark. It's just not. I could imagine being around people and you just walk on eggshells around them. It's just a terrible. I mean, if you've ever been around somebody that you have to walk around on eggshells with, it's a terrible, terrible feeling. And it's no way to live either. Yeah. I get it. What's Puddle Pirates? I don't want to look. Maybe he's wearing Speedos. I don't know. It's not. It's worse. God dang it. Why would you make me look at that? I don't want to see that. I just made the best wonton soup with huge shrimps in it. It's so good. Disgusting. No. And I've been around people that walk on eggshells. That make you walk. I did. I looked. I don't want to look anymore. It's enough. I don't want to stare at a man's ass. Oh my God, dude. What in the... Where do these people come from? Weight stigma, weight bias, weight shaming. They're all pros at that. But they're all fat and ugly too. So I don't understand. It is. They're all fat and ugly. So I don't get where they think that they stand up morally. That they're like, oh, I'm a model or whatever it is. Not that it would matter if they were or not. Who cares? They're not. They are. I mean, they're horrendous. Every last one of them is horrendous looking. I mean, I'm sure they're all broken probably. I really don't. I don't get the look shaming thing. But Josh, my grandma used to say the word portly in a sentence with foundation.
Kelsey donated $5 through Super Chat. Very nice. How much?
Very nice. How much? For what? Very nice. How much for what? Oh. I don't want to do this. I don't want to send people stuff. I'm live. All right, I'll do it. I'm doing it right now. And then I'm done. I'm not looking at any more of those psychotic The Hills Have Eyes pictures. I'm just... It's horrendous. Done looking at that shit. Venomous. Venomous. I did it. Can I pet the that mullet? Ugh. It pets back. I don't know. I get called fat and ugly, greasy, and all that stuff, and like, I don't know if I am or not. No, I'm not sending anything else to anybody ever. It's not happening. No, not doing it. You guys are being disruptive. Sit in the corner. Seth, Kelsey, both of you. Nope, not happening. I wouldn't marry Cletus either. Would you marry the stunt? Dude, the guys from Duck Dynasty are like, those guys are handsome compared to that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. Somebody said I was greasy one time, which I don't know how that works. But that's the thing. They say these things about everybody, and it gets to a point where like their words mean nothing. It's like when you call somebody racist over and over and over, like everybody's a racist, or and then you just go, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Wait, since when does the Lab After Dark Book Club have timeout chairs? Since tonight.
Suckamuckagus.
That's since when? Well, thank you. Some people may disagree with you, but I appreciate you saying that. I do. Yeah, Seth is in a timeout. You know what, Cat sees you, to be honest with you, and I know that there's a lot of people that would say, like, because I in my verbiage, I say a lot that I don't care about certain things, and the thing is, I truly don't. That doesn't mean that I won't talk about it. That doesn't mean that I won't entertain it, but to actually care about it, like me caring about it, is different. I don't care. And it's really just a wonderful way to live your life. So where you're just not worried about it. Like, I'm not worried about what they say. I'm not worried about what anybody says negatively. I'm really not. Kind of like it. Kelsey's right. Who has court tomorrow? Betty? Does Betty have court tomorrow? Isn't there just going to be a continuance? Great. We're crashing out again. Hold on. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't always love myself, but I get what you're saying. And I'm just more concerned about what the people in my life think about me. I'm just concerned about, how my kids view me. Not people on the internet that have no basis to actually know who I am or what I do. It's one of the funny things was people would say, get a job. That's one of the funniest things. Like, so not only do I do this and work and take classes and take care of my grandmother, but I also have children. That I have nephews. I have family that I help. If my aunt needs me to stack some wood for her, then that's what I'll do. Do I want to? Absolutely not. Why do I do it? Because she's my aunt. Okay. I cancel a lot of stuff to be able to take my grandmother to her appointments. So, you know, I don't really care what anybody says. And I would never tell anybody where I work or what I do besides this. It's not anybody's business. Why? So people could try and get me fired from stuff. I ran a very successful business for 10 years. Sold it. It was a great thing. It was one of the best experiences of my life. But I got tired of doing that. They don't know me. They think that they know me. They think that because somebody 3 years ago or 4 years ago or whatever it is thought that they knew who I was and tried to tell everybody. They don't. They don't know who I am. Just like they don't know who you are. And I don't know who they are. And here's the best part. I don't care what they do or when they do it. I don't look into it. It's not something that crosses my mind. All right. I don't care. I don't care about Queen Bee and her bullshit that she's got going on. I don't care about Jay. I don't care about that. I don't care about them. They shouldn't care about me. But they do. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't get paid to be a caretaker. I don't make any money from taking care of my grandmother. It's actually quite the opposite. Sam coming in. Seth has every right to use whatever he can to find his son. Anything and everything. I agree with that. I agree with you 100%. Like I said, it's quite the opposite. It has in no way does it benefit. Like just the other day, my grandma went to the hospital. I had to call an ambulance in the middle of the night. I didn't bring it up. She's fine. She's good. But yeah, we had to go. We had to go to the hospital middle of the night. It sucked. It was awful. And I had to get up the next morning and still do my shit. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But that's what I'm going to keep doing. KJ Max says, hey, wait, what happened to CPS great worldwide fundraiser where all the creators in the world help? Is it canceled now? Yes. I think so. Yeah, Grammy, that's what I'm telling but the thing is, that's what you're supposed to do. Isn't it? Like I said, without me, without my grandmother, I would have had a really troubling upbringing. And now, without me, my grandmother would lose her independence. Right now, she still has some of her independence because I'm trying to repay something that I can never repay. Be clear. Let's be clear about that. But I'm trying somehow to do it. And it's not, but it's not something that I could ever do. The lady gave up their golden years, her and her husband's golden years. And, as my grandpa sat in the hospital dying, and for some reason he knew, She did. She did. You know, the other night, Seth, I accidentally pocket dialed Seth while I was searching, while I was trying to find my dogs. And I noticed it, and I don't know how long it had been on there, but I'm sure that he heard the distress. And she did. She called 911. They called back too. She called the cops. And I feel bad about that. I don't know how that happened. But it was I don't remember what was going on at that time, but I'm sure that I sounded like a maniac. Like an absolute maniac. Sure of it. I agree. I think I've told this story one time, and I'll tell it again. But when my first son was being born, Peyton, as some of you know him by, we were at the hospital, and they were like, well, he's probably not coming tonight, but we're going to keep you in there. And if she's not fully in labor, we'll induce labor. And so as my grandma was there, and I told her, I looked at her and I said, hey, Grandma, go home. Peyton's not coming tonight. So just go home. And she looked at me, and she was making a little bed, like the little couch that would fold out, because I was sleeping in the chair. And she says, I'm not going home. And I said, why? And she said, because I got to be here because your mom's not here. And I was just like, holy shit. Wow. I just couldn't believe that. And she stayed all night. And guess what? I felt better that she was there. I didn't want her to leave, but I wanted her to go home and be comfortable. But I didn't want her to leave. I wanted her to stay. Because it was comforting to have her there. As hard as it was on her, and it was hard on her. And she stayed. And you can't let these people get to you. They can't get your goat if they don't know where it's tied up. And, like I said, as my grandpa laid in that hospital, and he told me, he says, take care of your grandmother for me. Promise me that you will. And I made the promise that I would, not knowing exactly what it all entailed, but I learned along the way. And I had to. These folks don't bother me. I don't even care like what they say or whatever. Everybody, so like I can just see the selfishness in these people. And Chris Proudfoot might have a lot of people fooled. I'm not fooled by him. I'm not fooled. Are you? Who's he fooling? Himself. I would hope that I just told Seth the other day that it's hard for me to think anybody is capable of harming their own children, and I truly hope that that's just not the case. I made that promise to my dad about my mom, and I think often as she gets older, it's a lot. But I can, like, that's what he said today. I mean, it was venom. Yeah, I've seen that venom come out with him before, and I thought it was only appropriate that Seth was able to have his say. He's pissed off about the boards. When you say they don't bother you, I believe you. Your value isn't tied to their thoughts. Your value system lies elsewhere, quite clearly. I don't. I truly don't. I mean, I think one of the popular comebacks of that is when people say, well, he'll tell you he doesn't care, but he really does. I'm like, okay. Look, if it bothered me, you would say, like, you would see me up here getting mad. I don't care. I mean, they say the most horrendous things about everybody. They find anything. They're vultures. They're scabs. They're gross. They're dumb. They're stupid. They're insignificant to me. That's how I feel about them. And they could feel that way about me, but it doesn't make it true. And it doesn't make it true if I feel that way about them, although it is true. They're not important to me at all. Threatening women, calling them bitches. You better tell that bitch to shut her mouth. And, I could see that coming from, like, I know that women talk to each other that way sometimes. Not all women, not nice ones, but I truly do think it's crazy when a man does that. I really do. And as for Seth calling Chris the C word, that's hilarious. I don't care what you say. A man can call another man that. I support. I support it. But I've never talked to a woman that way ever. Golly. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. Well, that's all right. And I'm sure, people make a big deal out of it, and, In my opinion, it was deserved. I'm not fond of the word, but it's in our vocabulary for proper usage. Yeah, I'm sure. You know what? Like I said, I knew going into that there were going to be some people that just weren't happy with it. Some people that probably support me. But I'm, just like everybody else, I make my own choices. I make my own decisions. And I was comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with it now. I'll be comfortable with it tonight. And in the morning, I'll be comfortable with it. I trust me. It's something that I thought about. And it does not bother me. I was completely at peace with whatever was going to happen. I'm still sort of going, what's the whole property tax thing? I find that's weird. And by the way, there are people
Jovi donated $5 through Super Chat. I'm late, smiley face.
What's up, Jovi? Good to see you. No, it actually will make me more tired. Much, much more tired. I gotta get some. Can I get a drink really quick? What time is it? All right, I'm not done yet. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Straight to the dome and straight to the throat.
Arch the ball.
Kelsey donated $5 through Super Chat. Wah wah wee wah, king in the castle, king in the castle. I've got a chair, I've got a chair.
I need a longer intermission song. That's for sure. I don't get the property tax thing. I really don't. So what? So Betty has court tomorrow. Is that what it is? It's just going to be I'm sure it'll just be a continuation. But if you're B. Tim, B. Tim will tell you that she's going to get the death penalty. He's wrong every single time, by the way. B. Tim, you're dumb. You really are. No offense. Well, you could take offense. You really are dumb. Like, just listening to you talk is like a detriment to people's brains.
You are morbidly obese.
What the hell does that mean?
The lab is my boss.
I don't know what that means either.
Well, you open that Pandora's door.
Well, you open that Pandora's door. What does it matter what your what does it matter about your property taxes? Like, how's that his business? Wait, what did Kelsey say? I missed it. Did I miss when it said that? It read that. Did it read that whole thing out? Did I miss it? Shit. That sucks. Well, you open that Pandora's door. The anti-slap. There's going to be an anti-slap. Jokers. All of them. Okay, that makes sense. Emmy, will you tell him? Emmy says, oh my God, Josh, I told Oli, is that his name, 15, about the morbidly obese thing. And he said, WTF, is he an idiot? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Yes. Cat sees you. What's up? Everything all right? Oh, she said send her the picture. Oh my God, dude. I think that there needs to be a live chat reminder. I'm here. This will be the last time I ever do this. You little shits. Like children, seriously. It's just... Don't ask me anything about it, though. It had nothing to do with me anymore. I'm done with that photo. I don't want to look at that friggin' thing. It's just the photo of... Everybody can see it. Yes, it will be the last time, I guarantee you. It's just the photo. I'm not reading your super chat out loud because it already did it. Pains in the ass. Gonna make me end up on Queen Bee's panel tomorrow. Hey guys, can I hang out here? Beats him like, no, go away. She's all mine. It's just the one where Chris is in his face. I'll pull a Terry Lynn. I'll go hang out with them. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it really is. I think I don't know if Kat. Can somebody tell Kat that she's not up to date? I would just took a second. Yeah. Glad you guys are enjoying yourself. Having a good time over here, huh? Yeah, I think she thinks I left, but I didn't. I'm still here. Still here. Georgie girl number 1. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. I think I've been accused of it before. Look, to me, in all honesty, and I just say this, I know that there are clear lines in the sand that have been drawn about the people, who likes who and who doesn't like who. I don't really care, about sides or anything like that, but it's more so what I think's right and what I think is wrong. I mean, that's really all there is to it. That's it. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's nothing more to it than that. It's disgusting. Seth. Does it anyway. Nobody's going to care. Hold on. I'll play you something. Where is Shady? Is Shady working on something? Where'd she go? It burned everybody's eyes. It's disgusting.
Little dicks backwards with her ass cheeks spread wide the fuck open.
All right, here we go.
So you heard you talking about Brittany J, right?
Yeah.
That bitch couldn't get fucked if she ran through a field of dicks backwards with her ass cheeks spread wide the fuck open. So you can play that shit for that bitch.
I didn't hear that. That's the first I've heard this. Holy hell.
To hear. I think if you really want to fucking know, she ain't had her fucking feelings crushed, but I'll do my minimalist minimum to fucking destroy her fucking feelings. Because quite honestly, that bitch needs to close her fucking mouth before she can stuff a whole goddamn turkey in it and choke on a fucking chicken leg on the way down. And hell, by doing it, she might actually do something good for her kids and her husband. So fuck that bitch. I'm sitting tired of listening to this fucking bitch run her mouth about me, my wife, my family, and anybody else out there. When that bitch she ain't fucking no angel. She ain't no goddamn perfect person. Fuck her.
I can't argue any of that you
just said. Anybody that fucks with her can fuck off too.
I agree.
Now remember, the rebuttal from Seth was directly to him. Of course, it's a ridiculous thing. It's just a ridiculous thing to say, especially out of anger. I mean, none of this, he's not trying to be funny. He's mad. This is how he acts when he's mad.
So sick and tired of listening to this fucking bitch.
That's kind of what, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he was wishing, which is crazy.
Well, you have officially made my computer stall with the chat going wild.
Sorry, everybody. I apologize, but I'm just sick and tired of listening to this fucking bitch.
Then don't listen.
Yeah, and I've said some shit about her before, and I don't give a fuck if she stood in front of my goddamn face. I'd say it right to her fucking face again.
Who cares? Big deal.
Me too. With pleasure.
Now,
oh, is Clue's gonna beat you up too?
What I will say is instead of her sitting here trying to grift and make money and shit, you should probably learn how to pay your fucking bill, like your fucking property tax bill that you still ain't fucking paid.
Apparently he's watching your property tax bill.
Yeah, you want to go real life? I'll go real life, bitch. I done looked your ass up.
Well, she says that's okay. So, I mean, I'm just saying. She does say that. When it comes to Queen and her children, and me and mine, it's okay.
Well, guess what? I can do it to her kids and the other 3 fucking kids that she ain't got control of.
This is exactly what a crybaby tantrum is.
It's like, yeah, bitch, you want to dig into somebody's past, make damn sure that they don't play the game better than you. Make sure that they don't find your fucking exes. And can get the dirt on you, bitch, and can spread it across God knows how far. Sometimes it's best you just shut the fuck up, pray your little prayers, grip your little fucking money, and move the fuck on instead of fuck out of everybody else's business.
Hey, but Chris, how come it's okay for Clue to sit there and do that? Oh, because she's on your side. I got you.
I can't argue anything.
Can I get an amen?
There we go.
Amen. Can this bitch shut the fuck up? Hey, I don't know, but one day we're gonna hope she does. Oh my God, she's a fake fucking Christian. Oh my God. Fuck my fucking church, you fucking psycho bitch.
It's like crazy. Guy's a nut.
The fucking dogs in the background got me.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna catch hell for this, but I really don't give a fuck either.
Hell from who, though? That's the thing. From who? From who? The Green Team? The all-magnificent at-night media? Who fucking cares, man? Fuck y'all. Like, for real, fuck y'all.
Oh, look at cheerleader Clue. Look at her cheerleading.
If y'all were serious, all of us would be sitting in the courtroom instead of just...
Well, guess what? And guess what? You fat-ass home motherfucker. Got news for you. I still ain't got my goddamn papers that you're gonna sue me. Still ain't got them. You gonna sit and tell me your reward's not fake? Well then guess what, dog? Hey bitch! You pussy! You said you were kicking in my door! My door still fucking stands and the opportunity's right there. Walk through it, motherfucker.
I can hear like the sort of the trembling in his voice because of how upset he is. And that's just not, it wouldn't be a safe thing to be around. Trust me. You think this is the first time he's ever gotten mad like this? Of course not.
No, that's... I wish, whatever. It's...
Oh my God!
It's a fucking joke. You know what I mean?
Thanks for the
Oh, it's a whole damn joke. His dog showed up to go to his son's wedding.
Christian.
And I know the exit he passed. Bitch, you were 15 minutes from my house. You couldn't detour? Shit.
He could have.
No, he wouldn't have.
I'm saying he could have, but...
No, he can't. This senile ass can't fucking figure out how to drive.
Oh my God!
Because if he's got my address, he knows where to find me.
I'm Chris rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling.
Hey, since when did Clue turn on the reading of the chats? Is this new? Is this something that she just recently did? I gotta know. Is this something that she's always done, or is this recent? Just curious.
On the floor.
Just like the rest of you motherfuckers out there. Woo! Enough is enough. Tired of
It is new, really. Of course it is.
being nice to people. I'm tired of playing by their same bullshit fucking rules. Tired of it.
Who did it first?
That's the thing. They don't have the same rules. You know what I mean?
Well, what they should have. That's right, they don't have a conscience. They don't have fucking morals. None of them. So I'm sure, go ahead, Brittany, change your fucking title. Go ahead and change it. Because you probably got your fucking bitches listening.
Oh, they're in here. They all
Oh, good, I'm glad they are.
Hey,
So you can crawl in those fucking cellulite crevices all over her fucking body and fucking fester with her.
Ugh, damn.
Chris, on contrary, let's go fishing,
Your
Chris.
husband tells you to go to the fucking gym as a suggestion. No, bitch, that's your husband saying, you ain't
So I turned this. So I started doing this a week ago. Now she's doing it.
attractive enough to fuck. Bitch, that's your husband saying, you ain't attractive enough to fuck.
Oh, he's just blowing off steam, guys.
I tried to tell her that, but
Nope. Sometimes I gotta hear from a guy. I don't know.
Hey, Your Honor, can we play for you a little bit of what we believe is how Chris acts when he gets really upset?
HELLLYEAA.
Because I wouldn't fuck your nasty ass bitch ass anyways with Seth's fucking dick using a 3 fucking condom with a 20-foot fucking pole attached.
Wow. Who was asking you to? For real, who was asking you to? What the? What?
damn, Brittany, that's bad.
God.
At Cluminati at Cletus, please put this live on members only when you are done with your live so BJ won't use for content. We all know she is watching, but she don't need to use for her content.
You're
so
good.
sick of hearing this shit.
Oh my
BJ
God.
won't play this.
Chris, honesty is
Why
refreshing.
not?
I respect that more.
Chicken shit.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And then let our little other 3 fucking minions get in on it too. Because if I'm right, didn't y'all sign fucking NDAs?
I never signed anything.
they can't talk bad about Seth. They can't do it. Legally, they cannot. If you think an NDA is worth anything, right? But legally, they can't talk bad about Seth. Even if they thought there was something off with him, they couldn't talk about it.
Actually, that's where everybody's wrong. If you have carnal knowledge
Thank you,
of
Chris, for speaking up.
nefarious
Let's find
criminal
Sebastian.
acts, you can say fucking NDA all the way to a lawyer's office where you can make a report and then they can just eat a fat baby's dick. Because guess what?
Eat a fat baby's dick.
The NDA don't mean shit.
I mean, I haven't heard any of this. This is the first time I've heard this stuff. This is crazy.
I mean, I agree. I do.
Doesn't protect you from criminal activity, nefarious acts.
Oh my God.
Well, that's
The dam just broke. Sorry, Chris. Folded hands, medium skin tone, growing heart.
So, but then again, you got an intelligence agency that doesn't have a license, who has a Chinese descendant, if he is even a U.S. citizen. Hell, he could be a national from Chinese or China, whatever the fuck he is. So how the fuck is he going to be?
What the hell is that? This happened tonight or today.
Be part of an intelligence agency. Chinese descendant, if he is even a U.S. citizen.
I've never heard somebody say "eat a fat baby's D." I've never heard somebody say that. That's a wild thing to say.
Hell, he could be a national from Chinese or China, whatever the
Could be a national from Chinese.
fuck he is. So how the fuck is he going to be part of an intelligence agency? He's not. That ought to let everybody fucking in on something. You can't be a foreign national without being part of an agency, and at night, ain't shit. I said it. Fuck off. Eat a dick. And Nick, I'm the one that called you a fucking parole officer, bitch. Not them. Me.
What's up, Queen?
Oh my God.
Hey, what's up?
If anyone has the right to
Hi,
fight
lady, how
back,
are you?
it's Chris.
Good, how you doing, man?
I've had enough. I've had enough.
Right
Is
now.
up today.
She's gonna snipe you.
All these motherfuckers out here want to play. Let's play. Everybody's got my fucking address,
Well, they've been by your house a million times, you know.
but they ain't got the balls to stop.
Well, look, you know they have done this to Brittany by making her an actual victim of online harassment and hate. And that's just how it is. I mean, it's a gaggle of people who have never been important in their life, who will never be important ever again. When this case is over, their channels will die. I've seen it happen to many, many channels, bigger channels than this, bigger channels than these guys. And trust me, they all go away. It's not sustainable to act this way. And the only reason that they're popular is because they're locals and they're psychos. That's it.
No, that shit's crazy. And I don't think you should feel bad for popping. I mean, it's been over a fucking year. And you know what's funny to me? BJ sits there with that fucking victim mentality. How would you feel if you were just being dogpiled all the time? Bitch, what the fuck do you think that Chris and Katie have gone through for over a fucking year? You've been
okay, but then you do it to Seth too, right? Okay.
Dealing with my loudmouth personally for a few, maybe months. I don't even know if it's been that long. A fucking year, bro.
Chris needed that, and so did they. Can I get another amen?
Nonstop, all of them.
Well,
nonstop, all of them.
Level intelligence ought to tell you something. When she joins this bullshit deal in Pennsylvania, can't even talk to a fucking attorney. He won't even call her back. Like, what fucking person has an attorney you can't talk to, you can't get a phone call back from? You're fucking retarded. Yeah, I said it. If it hurts your fucking feelings, so fucking be it.
Truth.
Lunatic.
I'll add it, Truth.
Oh my God.
Get your own content, Sally Legs. Try something new.
A lot of shit though. You guys get talked about daily. You get lied on daily. I mean,
oh my God.
How much can one person take? You know?
Mad respect.
Now
You're the one that does it every day.
I got these billboards up talking shit.
Well, that's just their little try to do a smear campaign. Well, have your fucking smear campaign all you fucking want.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
No, I mean, you know, I don't think anybody can fucking... If anything, people should really take a hard look and be able to commend you for maintaining for this fucking long without popping. So...
Okay, so we're supposed to commend him for maintaining this long. Okay. But now what? Because he's not containing anymore. Run through a field of dicks?
Yeah. Well, I am actually going to kind of pop on something. All this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to break my grace for once. He's sunk to a whole new fucking low with his Billboard bullshit campaign.
Hey, hold on one second. I think... Can y'all hear us?
I can hear you.
No, I know, but I don't know if they can hear.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, they can hear. Okay, I don't know what the hell happened. I just saw people saying there wasn't no sound.
Dude, Cletus. I mean, quit rocking the boat, dude.
So.
Well, like I said, I'm going to break my little grace thing for a little bit. So no, I'm not going to bash the shit out of him, but I am going to put this out there for him to hear. For Seth R. Rogers and your little billboard and your little crew and all your fucking at-night little minions and whatever the fuck y'all want to call it, TikTok Tony or Little Dick Tony or whatever the fuck y'all want to call the guy. I don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
I'm going to put
Did anybody, Little Dick Tony, is that, do people call him that?
this out there, Seth.
I didn't know that.
And what you forgot was your parenting plan still a legal document. And in that parenting plan it says you cannot talk negatively about
By the way, Chronicles has this whole thing on Twitter.
the other parent and vice versa. But you seem to do it anyways. So keep it up. You're just building evidence for a court hearing. Take the fucking billboards down and stop the bullshit.
Oh
I
my
agree with that.
God!
We got.
And I know you can't complain because I wrote the motherfucker myself. So yeah, the internet can break the fuck today because I'm over it.
We got one bill.
He said that before about the internet breaking, but it never has. Like it's just not. I don't know if people care that much.
We're down. We're working on getting a couple other ones down. Yeah, that's bullshit what they did. So.
Well, if you notice, that night keeps their little bitch asses in Pennsylvania. And you can't leave Delaware County.
2-year contract for Sebastian Attorney.
Well, I'm sorry I destroyed your fucking show. Damn.
You're fine. I'm just glad I had put it on subscribers only mode.
Oh, okay.
So that your mods wouldn't have to use wrenches with both hands.
Funny. Let me see. Yeah, I remember. So I remember that, and I remember people saying something like that it wasn't the kind of threat. Let me play this a little bit. What Seth just said.
Like, I don't know. Because up until that show, like you and Katie both were pretty reserved about anything that you were saying, and that was like the one time that you just kind of went berserk.
No, that's the one time I went out there and stated the fucking facts.
Yeah.
I didn't go berserk.
Well.
Now they've dug in.
No, I'm fucking pissed. There's a difference in
Dude, I'm gonna put together a compilation of Chris going berserk.
berserk, it's stupid, psychotic, and every other adjective you want to add into it.
Yeah.
I'm neither of those.
No, but
Neither.
I'm just saying you said a whole lot more than you normally say, and
Yeah,
so
I did, and I had every fucking right to say what I said. Nothing I said was false. Nothing.
I didn't say it was. I don't think anything you said was false.
I don't know. Yet.
But, well, let me make a phone call. Actually, I know I'm not going to be able to get a hold of her right now. I'm not going to be able to get a hold of her till this evening.
Well, that was something. Josh, did you also hear Trev or T-Rev praying for me? Who was praying? Whoever it was, I appreciate it. In all honesty.
By the way, I sent a message to Seth. Once again, he wants to talk about not responding or whatever. I got in touch with Tony. We talked to Tony. That probably ain't happening. Got in touch with the dog handler. Guess what? That ain't happening either. And that ain't even on my decision, because Seth doesn't know how to open his fat fucking mouth and give everybody the truth. Or what he does know, he didn't want to tell nobody.
He said a prayer for me?
Thinking that everybody's going to be sure sympathetic to his bull. When I told her exactly how many dogs, where they all went, what they've all done, she's like, there's nothing I can really do or offer at this point other than to assist in a search if needed.
Yeah.
Bodies were dead and starts talking.
Oh, so you did actually talk to her?
Oh yeah, talked to her for over an hour and I think a half.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Last night.
That's good.
So once again, your client.
Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't even talked to her. I haven't even talked to Seth since last night. He told me to take a break a couple days ago. He told me to take a break. So.
Yeah, how convenient.
Yeah, so I don't know. I gathered now. This is just me assuming. So we know how that goes. I may be way off, but I feel like it had something.
Oh, did they?
To do with his conversation with Bobby Simmons, because Bobby has started communicating with him again instead of going through me. So that line of communication.
So whoever said that Chris had, gone 14 months By the way, some people go, their whole lives without acting like that.
Open back up, and I don't know.
We'll see for how long.
Yeah.
We will see. I promise you, if Bobby told Seth anything of what he's told us, Seth opens his fucking mouth, I promise you, it won't ever open again.
Well,
what does that mean?
Opens his fucking mouth, told Seth.
Like that's a threat. That's a threat. Is that not a threat? I remember people saying that's not what he meant. He meant maybe he'll just break his jaw. Do you remember that?
Anything of what he's told us?
Unsupervised maniacs. There's actually, by the way, T-Rev prayed for me. I think that there is, it feels like, to me, it sounds like a threat. It's an absolute threat, isn't it?
Seth opens his fucking mouth, I promise you, it won't ever open again.
That was 11 months ago, by the way.
Well,
Seth opens his fucking mouth, told Seth anything of what he's told us. Seth opens his fucking mouth, I promise you, it won't ever open again.
Well, I'm just as much in the dark right now about what's going on as anybody else. Like, I'm not getting updates. I have no idea.
I don't remember who recorded this. It wasn't me. What do you mean you left me? What happened? Where did you go?
So, and that's what anybody who's reached out to me, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you get in touch with Chloe?
What's that?
I said, when you get in touch with Chloe, I suggest you tell her bitch to lose my fucking number.
Okay. Do I have to say
She
it?
does
Do I
not
have
want
to
to
say it
call
like
me.
that?
Sure. And you
Don't
can
really
tell her
wanna say it like that.
you can tell her those are my fucking words, not yours. Mine.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad for Chloe right now.
Oh, I don't. When you're a fucking amateur PI and you do some stupid like she's done, you explain to me how anything, and I've even told you this, how the certain things that y'all have done on YouTube and all this shit, how the fuck it does anything to help find Sebastian other than just put shit out there. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It has left y'all down a what? Completely empty road.
Yeah.
I never did.
We never, obviously we haven't found him, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got thinking about this the other night when you and I talked. And you said you don't want to sound like a liar or anything. You're right, you don't. And that's great. But now you got information.
So, I unsupervised maniacs, look, I understand the whole, the parents thing. I have never once said that Chris or Katie did anything to Sebastian. I openly don't believe, I don't believe the story. I find it really hard to believe that nobody knows anything. But I wouldn't, I just think that they know more, It's the same thing I feel about Don and Candace. I don't know what they did. I have my suspicions and I have my feelings about it, but ultimately who knows? But it's just, I don't know. I sent what Josh pulled up for us, and the main thing is Sebastian is on it and says missing. How it's worked in this level of madness ain't adding. Whoever pays to display, it's their choice. That's true. That's true. Yeah, everybody. Right now, Sebastian's a missing child, but the fact of the matter is, it just doesn't, it feels like there's obviously more to the story, and whether we like it or not, typically the people that are around the people that go missing last are typically looked at. Now, that has nothing to do with this. I mean, this is just people, this is crazy talk.
Out there that actually YouTube and I don't mind.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad.
I suggest you tell that bitch to lose my fucking number.
Okay. Do I have to say
She
it?
does
Do I
not
have to
wanna
say it
call
like
me.
that?
Sure. Yeah, you
Don't
can
really
tell her
wanna say it like that.
you can tell her those are my fucking words, not yours, mine.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Chloe right now.
Oh, I don't. When you're a fucking amateur PI and you do some stupid shit like she's done, you explain to me how anything, and I've even told you this, how the certain things that y'all have done on YouTube and all this shit, how the fuck it does anything to help find Sebastian, other than just put shit out there. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It has left y'all down a what? Completely empty fucking road.
Yeah.
But I never did.
We never, I mean, obviously we haven't found him, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got thinking about this the other night when you and I talked. And you said you don't want to sound like a liar or anything. You're right, you don't. And that's great. But now you got information out there that actually has absolutely fucking zero to do with anything. Because there's no clues, there's nothing up to what y'all have released. And I'm just...
Once again, though, I do kind of find it wild that if they don't know what happened to Sebastian, how they wouldn't suspect Seth to be involved. I mean, they don't. They clearly say that he's not involved. And I know a lot of people might take that as, oh, well, that's them being gracious, or that's them being kind, or that's them. No, it's not. It's not. If they didn't know, they should absolutely be suspicious of Seth. But they're not. I should tell you all you need to know.
Got a friend of mine who is highly respected. All of a sudden, he made a good point. He didn't tell me that. And I was like, you know what? You're very valid on that. Very valid.
On what?
Information that's out there that actually has nothing to do with finding Sebastian.
And rightfully so, right? Like, that's who I would. I'd be like, where's my kid? Dylan Redwine. I remember when his mother basically forced his father to go on Dr. Phil, and he was on there. He goes on to, oh, did he? And I remember him saying, or she was saying, where is our son? You had him last. And now he's just gone. Turned out that Mark Redwine murdered his son, was found convicted. And she's like, I know you. No, he was actually, I believe it was Durango, Colorado.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, it'll be this evening before I'll be able to get a hold of her. But
what purpose it serves.
Dina, me too. I've followed that case from day one.
to bring through my, I mean, it was just the
Listen to all of Mark Redwine's bullshit.
understand was violent. I mean, violent. I don't understand why that needs to be.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I gotta get up and get ready to go to work.
Anyway, guys. All right. Well, we've all had a day. I'm sure people will be talking about it still tomorrow. I've got to go to bed. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything. Let's see. We did hit our goal and a little more. That's so kind of you guys. Even you, Purple Dragon Shill. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the flip.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly. Lab After Dark.
All right, we all got that out of our systems. Tomorrow is another day. When you talk about me, don't hold back. Maybe I'll care. Just don't say I'm a Dodger fan. Ever. Don't ever say I'm a Dodger fan. That's it. That's the rule. However, today is, or was, Jackie Robinson Day. It was the day that Jackie Robinson broke into the major leagues, number 42. I know that Chris and Clue might not like it, or Cletus, or beat him because a black guy was playing baseball. But what a brave person, what a brave man, what a hell of a ball player he was. Jackie Robinson. You think he cared what people said about him?
Lab After Dark.
Of course not.
Right.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever.
I got you back, Brittany. I do. We got a lot of cool people.
What's the point in causing big ruckus?
Live After Dark starts now.
Is anybody still out there?
Is there Steven? Steven? It's your grandma. The one you hate. I'm gonna turn the light on. And I'm gonna leave it on. I'm leaving the light on. And you're gonna have to pay the bill. And I told you that I would like some pastrami in the fridge. Steven, can you get some pastrami for the fridge, please? Stop using my toenails, clippers. I hate when you use my toenail clippers, Steven. They're for the toenails and you use them on your fingernails. I don't know why you do that. I don't know why you do that, Steven.
Straight to the dome and straight to the throat.
I didn't like that you said that either. I'm like Motel 6. I'm gonna leave the light on for you, Steven.
Straight to the dome and straight to the throat.